test, I think, and even every day, you get the foot pretty flat, you're pretty good to go. So just shoot for flat. That's what we're going to shoot for, and then we're going to just put a little shape into it so that in our shoe building process, it's easy enough to fit. So you can split the foot in half, and then in half again. And do like a comic strip, you know, what's wrong with this compared to that side, and this side to that side, and make them all the same, you know. So we can see, you know, this is going to be our outside. Fine there. So we take a flexi tape, we just go from where I want to fit to where I want to fit. Then we have 13 and a half, we're at a minus inch and a half, so we can go about 12 to cover. And so building the shoe for the foot, we want it to, we all can build a 3/4 fuller for the foot. I mean, it's not that difficult. So we want to be able to, in a contest, is to overcome the other guy and win, you know? So we want to put a strong toe in it, but a definite outside and a definite inside. This horse's foot's got good flow to it. We want to run this up a little bit. So we're going to put, then we got a long outside, and to figure out our offset, we just measure from toe to heel. We're at 5 inches there, and 5, a little less there, so about an 1/8 inch offset. Wherever the difference is, we split it in half. So, yeah, 12 inches. Yeah, 3/4. And the other, so then we want to decide where we're going to put our fuller in. That's real simple. We're just going to measure from the center of the frog to the end of the heel, which is 1.5 inches. That's where we're going to put it. So our fuller is over the top of our heels. We have 3 inches between here, so half of it's 1.5 inches. And then we'll get our overall width of the foot, which is about 5 1/8. We have all that before we ever go to the foot. We're pretty close to fitting. So, in the shoe making process, we're going to put, like I say, we're going to put a good bump on our toe, offset the knee, do a good run on our inside, and then 6-nail it. It's pretty straightforward, I think. It's a pretty good foot. Well, like shoe selection, I guess, and also in making the pitch, we want to have our nails center of stock, so that when we drive our nails straight in, we don't put a crazy amount of pitch on it. Of course, this still falls off 3/8 inch, we use a 3/4 section, so we put them dead center, we drive our nails straight in. We want to also that our foot is pretty well just symmetrical, you know, it's about the same. We don't have to do any crazy shaping. But we want our nails just directly at the widest part of the foot. So if we have them at 1.5 inches at the toe, split the difference from there to the heel in half. Dead center will be right on. And I guess, so when you go in to select a kick shoe, you would just have to select, I mean, you can't carry every style of shoe on your truck. So you just keep the selection that typically fit most. So we're just going to eyeball the center of the stock around our center dot. It's about, we're going to keep about 3 inches high. We're going to just pump it in both sides. Want to get about 1 inch of that toe roughly, so we're in that direction. Or just about. widest part of our frog. So our fit needs to come all the way back to here. So we'll be able to get a little bit of that height burnt, but our fit needs to be to there. So on balance, you know, guys, will be, you know, in a contest, there'll be a place for a score for being allowed to balance. And, you know, there's a lot of, it's very subjective, I guess. Yeah, so basically what I always try to do is, first of all, get up to the highest, widest part of the frog. And then sight the limb through the fetlock. So then draw a line, imaginary line through the fetlock, and from there to there, from there to there, balance it that way and try to meet it in the middle. It's the last joint that really doesn't mind twisting. So I think if we can get them pretty well balanced out of there and there, you know, so it's kind of a met in the middle, you know, you'll typically fall where you need to be. And every day is the same. That's pretty much what I show them every day. Fit them. Of course, you know, if the contest or whatever you're doing, or the horse bull shoes, if it's not a fit, those can be right to the buttress. That's enough heat here to get exactly what we want. Start the fuller English lead. We're going to run that fuller just right down the center of the seam. And some guys, will do a little bit of knock straddle line and hem up. I typically don't. I just have a fuller now. I just drop a fuller in about 2/3 or about halfway where I want to be. Gather it back up, run a flattening on the ground surface, flip it over again, kind of trim my lines up the same way I'm done. It's just preference, I guess, at that point. The heel, we're just going to go with the heel to the center of the sock. You know, a round heel is always easiest to fit. A lot of these shoes go with nice round heels, that will be easy to put them on. Of course, different judges like different things. I was just at a contest, and the judge there wanted everything to fit to the highest or to the widest part of the frog and then square inside and outside the same length. And he wanted to see the back of the heels square also. So that it almost looked like it had two French heels in the shoes. So it was like, basically they wanted to see it like it was a little like if you have a heel called shoe on the horse. On the table, back into this corner. Knock the leg off. Center. We're going to just go halfway down from this to here, halfway. Turn our branch all the way around this way to that heel is the corner in the horn. Just sink our fuller in. That's exactly what we want. I don't think it's probably you can see there's not a lot of blowout really in that shoe, in the fuller. Just want to see more super clean. Take a minute to brush it. Overlapping blows, keep everything very crisp. Work on a little bit of your shape. hammer boxing so we don't harass here as much. Get that right to the white part of the foot. We'll open our foot back up. the calipers to set it in the toenail. Just scratch on the center of the toe, and on the opposite side, making sure our center down stayed in the center, which it did. So we can go with that mark. If it's not, typically it'll be off the 16th or 32nd. Just we're not going to come down, we're not going to come across, we're not going to kind of roll our hand or down, we're just going to go straight in. Just taking that steel and displacing from the top edge and pushing it on the bottom. So we're inside there, just hold it up, come directly into that corner. Trying to hit in the same place, right on that center dot. Keeping our source to a minimum. So now we have a right angle. That clip comes off and it's at a right angle. And we have good meat here at the top. So we come here, we're going to still leave it kicked off the handle just a little bit. Start at the base. Pull up. This is symmetrical clip off the hammer if you possibly can. Then we're going to come and just set it on. And we're going to go to the foot. When we set clips on, clips follow the radius of the foot. So the edges of the clip are knocked on more than the center of the clip. So the clip is actually set on so it follows around the foot. Because there's many times you'll be asked to judge a contest and guys will burn the clip on and you'll go up there and you'll be able to feel the clip on either side because the clip's just set flat on and the foot goes around.
Just show the inside of that. Sorry, the inside. So I can get that radius that you're talking about.
So two things is, when I this is me personally, is before I go to my foot, I make sure, I think I did it, I set my clip on, I go to the vise, and I wrap my clip because a little bit of a double on the head. Back to my boxes on the other side. Same on this side. Half round here, take the rough marks off. On this inside. Check our measurements now. We know we're 3 inches between the heel, center to center. Pretty close there. We know we need to be about 5 and 8 wide, or 5 and 3/6 wide. So we're just going to dull heat. I'm going to bring it outside on just a little bit. The more you can stick to your measurements, the things you take away from your trim, the more time you'll have to nail an approach. Try to get those very final points. So we come to the foot every day, whatever we're trying to do. What I always try to do is, because the feet are tricky, pointing in different directions, is I try to use the center sulcus of the frog as the rear sights of my gun, and the toe clip as the front sight. I just hold it there and come directly, just feet underneath the shoe, directly to there. Give it a light burn, and I can just cut my source. find if you try to come and you're looking over top of your shoe and you're trying to come this way, your eye, no matter what you do, whichever side is short, you do this too. You know, you try to move it around. Just because that's what you want to do. You want it to fit. So there's our fit. It's center over center. That's the center of the heel, center of the heel. By the time we round this up and round that up with the racks, it'll fit. It follows the perimeter. You can see the perimeter of that horse's foot is inside our boxing. That's the edge of our boxing right there. And there. So I just find that proper toe placement with length of heels, it'll fit every time. You don't have to get carried away. So, I mean, at this point, if you had 6 minutes left, or whatever, you just roll it off and get here, you go judge it. It's fine, you know? Good score plenty fine. So I'll take a quick little heat on the racks, just round these up, you know, pack it on with a nail or two, and you guys just come look at it. There's not a lot of guys left, so have to come look at it, and I'll start on the other round. And then 8 grits. Those 2 grits seem to be, either one you can really go with. You can see there. You see there? I'm sorry. You see there, that was pretty minimal effort. Just shines it up quickly, And this is huge. I've been using the shop for practice. Sorry? He's got a new prototype for the next one. He's got a radius on one side. Yeah, he's got a half round coming out. I'll get over. Then when you need put a little heat on it just to take the shine out of it. It doesn't need much. A lot less than if you wrap it. So little things you'll see in the shoemaking. So when you pull up here, You see, like, there's a space here, and there's not as much space there. So do we go to the rasp? We just take our knife and gently ease that back. See how that just puts it back the same on either side. It's just a quick fix. We're gonna go around our clip tube. Burr back here. Stand that toe for just a bit. Easy fix. I'll just peg it on with a nail or two here. So if you guys want to come up and have a quick look, and you just you'll see, or you see probably in the camera too, where this fuller in this toe, like this side, everything follows around, comes good, comes to the widest part of the frog, and this here just runs out ever so slightly here. Fuller comes around, just runs out. So that's in the shoemaking, you get a faulted on the score. But everything's square. Toe clip center, square, square. Outside heel nails, just a touch back from the inside. And it goes around the foot. Of course, you know, it'd be dressed and stuff. I didn't dress it from the top. I didn't really want to fight with it.